lagoon. And over here is our campsite. Welcome to Luis TV from Bahia de Los Angeles. We stayed in this really cool campsite that Peter has a connection to. What's going on in this thing?
20-ish years ago, my wife Deb came to this very spot for several years to work on sea turtle research and protection. She worked with a guy named Antonio. We pulled up and I saw Casa de Resendes and oh my gosh, Betty still lives here. And then we met Antonio Jr. So we talked long about 20 years ago and when he was a little kid and people would come out here and here we are.
And it helps to know people because this place was full. In fact, the whole town is full because of this race that's going on. So he let us stay here, right there. This is how you get on the bike. Right here. Okay, we need a store and a gas station. Right, we had a little snack. We're gonna get some fuel and then hit the trail. Love me some Pemex. Whoa, this is only 87.
There's another one down there.
Yeah, let's see that one. So we covered about 100 kilometers super fast. But it's getting hot, so we stopped to take a little break and to shelter from the sun a bit. And this was the best that we could find. A little bush on the side of the road. And if we're lucky, we might see a hummingbird that thinks Peter's a flower.
I smell like a flower.
Break over. We are now looking for our next trail. And it's about 6 miles ahead of us. Let's go look. Okay, found the next trail. We passed it actually. It's right behind us. Little U-turn will solve that. There it is. That trail right there. Actually, that's Peter. That's not a trail. After Peter, in the distance, is the trail. Okay, and we're back on deep sand. Fantastic. We're gonna earn our miles today. Okay, now it's just a little bit wider. Still a bit sandy. Yes! Flat out. Dirt road. Let's see, we're going 100, 120, 140, 180. My bike doesn't go that fast. I'm joking. But I wonder what would happen if I activate my flux capacitor. Ah, smooth. That little smooth bit is over. That was short. Just climb to the top of the hill. This cactus forest never gets old. Wow, these things are so impressive. Alright, we made it out of that trail and not a tiny little bit of shade. It's actually not that hot at the moment. But my bike is the only shade. But look at this view. It looks different from down here. One thing I didn't notice, on that previous trail we were on the straight bit, we crossed into Baja California Sur. Welcome to Baja California Sur. We are on our way to San Ignacio, I think. My main tank is probably gonna run dry before I get to San Ignacio. And I'm gonna let the bike run until it's dead because I wanna know the exact kilometrage. Kilometrage? Is that even a word? It's not mileage. I'm counting kilometers. It's kilometrage. My fuel light just came on, so I guess we are gonna see my exact range. Just my luck. The bike is still going, but it's probably gonna die in a few miles. And look where we are, a Pemex station. Ha! I guess we'll never know really the exact range, but that's okay with me.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
¿Dónde?
¿Dónde está?
Let's go eat in San Ignacio. So my ranch was about just shy of 300 kilometers, which is about what I got the first day when we started and ended in Tecate. That's not a bad range for this little 3-gallon tank. Okay, San Ignacio, here we go. Buenas tardes.
¿Qué parte viene?
Estamos viajando de los Estados Unidos y vamos hasta Cabo.
Okay.
Gracias. Okay, I think we just got to San Ignacio. There's a ton of palm trees in this town. All right, let's take a little drive through town and see what it has. Wow, that's a lot of cool spots in here. Dude, this town is like a little oasis in the middle of the desert.
I love all those palm trees driving through there.
I had no idea. I mean, driving here, I thought, what kind of town is out here? Because there's nothing on the road.
It's hot and dry and rocky. Then you get here and palm trees and lakes.
Lakes. I don't know where to eat. I saw that there's a campsite next to the lagoon. Let's go over there and ask them. We saw a campsite next to the lagoon, so we're gonna head there, inquire about places to eat. This is a good place to camp, Peter. Look at this lagoon. And over here is our campsite. Is this not the coolest campsite ever, or what?
It's totally unexpected. Minutes ago, we were in a hot, dry, rocky desert with cactus.
Yeah.
And now we're surrounded by water.
Yeah, this is all true. I think we find la biblioteca. Seriously, it is an oasis. It's amazing. And we're gonna go find something to eat. Oh, look at this mission and the plaza and the restaurant. I will look no farther. Dude, this is cool. It's like an old jailhouse.
Oh yeah, this is very cool.
And of course, what's an old Spanish colonial town like San Ignacio without a mission? I wish I knew something about this mission to tell you. It looks about 400 years old or so. There's a plaque. You know what, man? This building is beautiful, but it is a Spanish mission. And as all Spanish missions go, this place doesn't really mean what religious people think it means today. I know if you're out there and you're religious and you wouldn't harm a fly, that's great. But the people who built this were not harmless. I'm reading this plaque right here, okay? And this building was built in 1716, so it's quite old, not quite 400, but this place was originally called Cadacaman, which is what the indigenous people from the area called it. In the early 19th century, the indigenous population from this area completely disappeared due to epidemic disease and cultural changes to their way of life. It is a monument to Europeans coming to America and destroying the indigenous population. Yeah. I mean, there's a plaque right there in front of the mission that essentially says this is a monument to the genocide of the indigenous population. That building is not even in use. Cheers. All right, and off we go, riding through the plaza at night. Okay, so that chariot that we just saw, that's actually Abel's ride. And he built it like that so he could get his wheelchair in the middle of the chariot and get around.